Nashville's most well-known anime convention, Mtac, has returned this year during Easter weekend from Friday, April 7th to Sunday, April 9th. Following last year's event, which took place at the Grand Hyatt in Nashville, Mtac Blackjack returned to its regular venue, the Sheraton Music City Hotel and the Embassy Suites by Hilton, with the Sheraton hosting the dealer rooms, artist alleys, and panels, while the Embassy Suites across the street hosted video games, board games, trading card tournaments, and autographs with special guests.
Hello, welcome to EQ, the game that never ends.
Many fans welcomed the return of the event's regular venue compared to the Grand Hyatt, and the weekend was filled with fans expressing their inner nerd by partaking in con activities, showcasing many amazing cosplays by its talented patrons, and friends coming together and enjoying a weekend with one another. On Friday, I had a chance to talk with a few of the guests, some of them familiar faces you may recognize, and got their inputs of the con experience. And here we have American Senpai as Virgil from Devil May Cry. How are you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you enjoying the con?
Pretty good. Just got here, just kind of vibing, just hanging out in the lobby. I've been recognized a lot as Virgil, so that's pretty cool. So,
now tell us, what do you like the most about the character Virgil?
oh man, I kind of like, see, it's like a duality, because I just really like the character. I think he's really cool, but I also I think he's just kind of like a meme lord, whereas like everyone's like, oh, I'm motivated, like, oh, I gotta stay motivated, and that's that's what I like about him. But I'm like a huge Devil May Cry fan on like a gameplay level too, so I really like how he plays in the game. So it's like hard to there's not really like a singular character trait I like about him, but I think just overall he's just a really cool character.
Is he your literally me character?
Oh no, I don't think so, because I think my literally me character would probably be either like Gallo from Promare, because it's like I know I cosplay those like serious like edgy characters, but I feel like that immediately fades as soon as I start talking. But.
Oh, Sephiroth, the one and only villain from Final Fantasy.
Now tell me, what do you like the most about the character Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII?
I really feel like I can relate to him in a way. You know what I mean? He kind of had a hard past, and I kind of had a hard one. And then when I growing up playing Final Fantasy, and playing it your whole life as a kid from 1 all the way to 16 now, I guess. And then you finally find a villain that suits you. So I feel like I have a lot in common with Sephiroth. He's the only villain that has mother issues, family issues in a sense. You know what I mean? He's always about growing up, when he found out who he was, he hated everybody, and he realized he was being used, and I felt like I was on the same boat, but obviously I'm not now. You know what I mean?
No, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. We all have somebody that we relate to.
Exactly.
I relate to Kefka because I'm psycho.
Yeah, Kefka's my second favorite from Final Fantasy VI, because I played 3 growing up. That's it, really, man. Growing up playing Final Fantasy, it's my whole life, so I'm always going to cosplay as a Final Fantasy character,
I'm cosplaying Raven from the Titans comics.
And I'm cosplaying Tokiyami and Dark Shadow from My Hero Academia.
Now, what are you guys' favorite thing about the characters you're cosplaying as?
I love that she has the power to basically destroy the world, but she chooses not to because of her friends.
I like how Tokiyami is not only super powerful and incredibly underrated, he also uses his undesirable quirk to his advantage, and just kind of sets a good example for all of the other characters in the show who also have weird physical quirks.
What do you guys think of Mtac so far?
So far it's been a really good time. We've been having a blast here at the panel that we went to.
I'm a lot happy it's back in the old location. This is the Mtac that I grew up with. This is my home. This is, it feels good to be back in this location. Sorry.
No, you're sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, I agree. I've been going to Mtac since 2011, and it's really nice to be at the old location because I have a lot of memories tied into this hotel. We literally performed in the same performance room that I performed my first Idol Fest at. So it's really cool to be back and kind of redeem myself.
I was there for that particular Idol Fest, so it is very funny that it just went around the circle. Mm-hmm. And it is good to be back here at this particular hotel again with Mtac.
I think I enjoy just talking to other people, like seeing people that really like the same things you really like and just talking to them for a really long time. That's my favorite part, and seeing everyone's cosplays.
Yeah, I love that stuff too. I also just love the art, like looking at all of the artist alleys, and just seeing like how people interpret my favorite characters and stuff. I think that's really fun.
My favorite thing about Mtac is that, well, first off, that it's in Tennessee, which is the best state in the United States, and also that it brings a lot of different people together, a bunch of different animes, bunch of different people together that you wouldn't have met otherwise.
I'm in the same boat, but it's also incredibly nostalgic since I've been going to Mtac since 2008. So it really awakened the anime nerd in me, and so it's just really nice to keep going every year.
I like the nightlife. I just really like, when things get a little chaotic, you get a couple drinks going, you get to meet people, get to see some crazy, I don't know if I can say that, but
I'll censor it.
crazy stuff. But I just like kind of seeing all the chaos happen and, being around like-minded people. I think it's a really cool thing. Just kind of see everyone kind of try to be like, be them like, be their true selves in a way. So, yeah.
I just like seeing everyone gather together celebrating the same thing. You can be a little bit weird here, be a little quirky, and people just enjoy it.
I just love that moment of a rush when like you recognize somebody cosplaying or who has merchandise from like a very niche franchise that you're a fan of, and it's just finding that like connection in person rather than online. It just feels a lot more real.
I really like, kind of in the same aspect, like bringing people's favorite characters to life, and especially when you get a reaction out of like a kid, it's like the best feeling ever. Like I got a lot of very positive reactions last year with my Roxanne Wolf. Like everyone was so like amazed by her, and it's so cool to bring a character that you care about to life like that.
I feel like everyone is always so nice, and it's not, nobody's scared to like be a nerd or be a dork, and then it's like you can just be free to like just be happy and do the things you like. Or otherwise, if you just go to the grocery store dressed like this, people are going to look at you weird.
Yeah. I think, I don't know how like political you want us to get, but like living in a conservative state, I think it's a safe place, and like you meet a lot of people that have similar values, and you can also just like talk about anime and bond over something that like we all enjoy. Yeah, so I think that's really fun.
What are you guys' thoughts like compared to last year's venue and with this year's venue, like coming back to the Sheraton Music City Hotel?
I personally wasn't at last year, but I do really like this one. This is a venue that I've been to before, so I think it's really good. I like where it's easy to park and easy to get to.
Yeah, I think they had a decent idea with moving to the newer venue, with it having more space and everything, but the split between multiple floors really led to a lot of like logistics headaches and whatnot.
The other hotel was really pretty and had a couple of good like photo shoot locations, but we stayed in the room, and honestly, you would think it would be a higher quality room, but we have more things in this hotel room than we did in the old one. Like they didn't have microwaves or anything like that, so.
I prefer these two hotels compared to the one stayed at last year because again, it was really, really fancy, overly priced for what you got, and it was not that good for it.
One last question. What do you think is the most important thing about convention life?
Most important thing probably is just taking a shower. No. Like if you're going to cons, take a shower. Where's the deodorant?
Or yeah, I was about to say deodorant and deo spray.
Yeah, take a shower every day, please, and stay hydrated. But I guess the most important thing, like if I would say my favorite thing, is just the camaraderie, because it's like again, you look around, there's so many wonderful people cosplaying. Like it's just a great thing to see people just portraying their characters, or you're just coming to be around like-minded people, and just kind of all kind of getting away from the normal world for a while and getting to let loose. So I think that's probably it.
Honestly, the merch. You can get body pillows for days, and I like to make people uncomfortable.
Yeah, I love the merch. I love meeting the people. And of course, I love the trips to and from the hotel where all the normies get to be incredibly concerned for you.
Mtac Blackjack has seen positive reception throughout Easter weekend and was considered an improvement compared to last year's event. Mtac will return next year in 2024. For updates regarding the event, visit their social media pages in addition to their website mtac.net for details.
They're just fully back to the camera at one point. Any pose changes here.